Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alladhi arsala rasulahu bil huda wa dinil haqqi liyudhhirahu ala dini kulli wa kafa billahi shahida. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Ayyuhal ikhwan wal akhawat, barakallahu fik, jazakallahu khairan. This is a rough print that I made from a PDF that's called Suicide is Not the Solution. It's a translation, an Urdu translation lecture delivered by Sheikh Dr. Abdul Latif Al-Kidni, Hafizahullah Ta'ala. And the main lecture was from the YouTube, and it was transcribed and translated to English language by one brother, Sirat Hafiz. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him. For many reasons, a lot of PDFs right there, here and there, but it's sometimes hard to read PDFs on mobile devices because we get so many distractions in social medias and a lot of things. So what is, I think, apparent to be great is that you can print it out in a booklet format, a very small format that you can keep it with you every time. It's because, when you seek knowledge, it's important to have a tangible, a book before you, which is easy to read. So I just created a format out of the main PDF so that you can print it out. It can only take, I think, 8 pages, right? 8 pages for me to take a booklet, and it's the complete, the PDF, complete lectures. I can get you through, inshallah ta'ala. Like, it's just a normal cheap 70 GSM paper on a printer, and the print is great, I think, to read with. I think there are some margins right there. You can need to cut it out, inshallah ta'ala. If you can do a cutter right here, it'll be easy for you to read. But I like the hal. I think it's keeping some spaces like this is good for for any student who to take notes, because sometimes we take notes because if you refer back to the main lecture, you might end up having might end up getting benefits, any fawaid, and you can write it down right here, inshallah ta'ala, and there'll be kind of enough space for you to write down. So alhamdulillah, there are some bleed marks, like right here. But I think that's for just the stapling like I did. I think it shouldn't be narrowed up, but no problem, inshallah ta'ala. Usually what I do is do I think this kind of binding, which is string binding, like just you just all stretch right here and then put string on it, which is a traditional ways of binding books. But I think I found this is a very small paper, small booklet, so I sort of stepping out. But it's best to staple in the this area, right? It's called the backbone. So excuse me for that. So if you go through all of the books, you find a lot of void. Again, I'm really sorry for the stapling out this. You can do it manually, right? Center stapling. I just did a partial. That's why I did in a part right here. That's why it's just jotted here. Anyways, no problem. So to me, this is a very mufid book, especially with the youngsters, brothers and sisters who are in a constant state of depression and willing to do suicide. As in 2024 right now, the rates of suicide has been increased, and with the use of technology and many toxicity from human being, subhanallah, many Muslim brothers are also committing this kind of crime. Allah a'udhu billah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us. So there are lots of solutions. There are lots of solutions by the kuffar and the many general normal people regarding the suicide, but we fail to understand sometimes that alhamdulillah ta'ala, by the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ulama has the greatest and the greatest and the best solutions for the suicide, and which is according to the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. By following the Quran and Sunnah, authentic Sunnah, by following the madhab of Ahlul Hadith, which is the correct methodology, correct path, the ulama of the Ahlul Hadith, the ulama of the Salaf, the one who follows the Quran and Sunnah, and don't blind follow any parties or any madhab or any groups. Alhamdulillah, the ulamas have talked about this solution very long ago, and this is just a lecture, small lecture that has some guidelines and lots of benefits. So inshallah ta'ala, by the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can benefit from this book. and of course by sharing knowledge we get the ajr of people benefiting from it. So I definitely suggest brothers and sisters who can afford to print out this book in a, I think, mass format. Of course I just want to mention this is a free ebook, so you can print and share without charging any money, and ilm should be spread without money. So you can those who have the ability to print a lot of copies, you should print a lot of copies and spread with their brothers and sisters, the community, in the masjids, so that many brothers and sisters might have might benefit themselves and protect themselves from these vicious cycles of suicide, which is very common. Allahu al-mustan. Barakallahu fiik, jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.